All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to yet another TapDaddyBeats stream. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday morning. We're going to be making some beats today, man. Some beats, bangers, and bops. It's going to be good. I'm excited. I love these Saturday morning streams, man. It's like my favorite 3 hours of the week. Oh man, if you guys are trying to find the music, I am TapDaddy on all platforms. If you're curious, go check it out. We're listening to Last to Leave Earth, the title track off of my EP, Last to Leave Earth. Oh man, I love this EP, man. This one really exploded. This one really did well. I don't know. This EP is like quite a vibe. Anyways, the goal for today is to just, I don't know, make the best beats possible. Pretty simple goal. We're not trying to aim for any type of beat necessarily. We're just trying to make good music, you know? I like the open-endedness of going into a session, not laying down the goals of like, oh, we got to make a lo-fi beat and then an R&B beat. Like, no, we're just going to make music and see where it takes us, you know? I think that's the most fun way to make music, you know? Alright, let's put the kibosh on this. Again, TapDaddy on all platforms if you are trying to find me. Let's pause that and let's dive into Ableton Live. Alright, here we are in a blank Ableton Live project. Yeah, let's see what we can make of it. Alright, so let's see. Let's just start with drums. Sometimes I like to sift through sample material first. I'm thinking, well, let's just dive in with the drums. I made a new drum kit, and I think it's pretty cool. Let me see if I can pull that up for us. All right, down to the TapDaddy kits. Here we go. 138. Might even turn this guy down even more. Might turn this guy up. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's maybe lay down some drums here. I mean, like, we don't need much more than that. That's actually really solid. Oh man, I'm liking the pop of these drums. They just have some nice snappiness to it. Let's see what we captured here. I have a feeling these are going to compress really nicely. Okay, so that was the end of the phrase. Let's bring it back over here. I think we did have 8 bars before this that were pretty decent. We might just go see what we had just for variety's sake, you know? Wasn't as clean, but it was pretty cool. We gotta turn down this open hat. He could definitely come down. Alright, let's straighten out the first half of this a little bit. And we might, I don't know if we want to get too in the weeds with like some snare play kind of stuff, but we'll see. We'll see what we're feeling. Okay, so that was kind of like, I did that intentionally, but I'm not sure if that's really what we want to do there. You know, that little stagger. Let's make it straight, or anyways. You can kind of tell a lot of these off notes are a little bit swung. I kind of like that, you know. It's really riding a fine line, though. We could kind of go either way here. And you'll also notice, like, these snares protrude. They kind of are in the front. And what's cool about that, sometimes by having your snare a little bit forward, it makes like it feels like the rest of the drum beat is a little bit behind. So, you know, the snare is really what locks in tempo for most listeners, you know. It's something to think about, you know. If you have your snares a little bit forward, it's kind of like you have everything else just kind of like a little bit behind. But we're not trying to like quantize everything too much here. We're just trying to get something that feels good. Okay, that did not quite feel good. I think this first guy can come down in volume. This guy was a little bit late. There we go. Let's make sure this connects. Ooh, yeah. Dude, this is sounding cool. Let's play around with processing. Quite honestly, we could just like leave these drums as is, but I want to mess around and get a little experimental. Like what if we cut off the highs? How would that sound? I have no idea. This is a new kit, so I'm like experimenting here. And maybe on top of that, we could like really put it in mono, because, you know, everything's kind of spaced. Okay. Now, I think what I want to do next is I want to pull out an 1176 compressor. See what happens when we really, you know, smash this into a 1176. We're going to go very, very high on the attack, very low on the release. That was almost too much ratio. Okay, it's a little flattened now. Let's bring it forward. Okay, now we did kind of flatten that kick a little bit. I want to, after, you see, so I usually do any subtractive EQs before I compress. You know, I like to subtract what I want to subtract before I squeeze on it, right? But then anything additive that I want to do, I usually do that after the compression, because, you know, loudness is going to get normalized through the compression. So if we want to add some volume to something, we probably got to do that after we run it through this compressor right here. So let's just see what kind of qualities we could bring forth. I think it's going to be something a little bit between the subs and the lows. Okay, it's going to be something like this. Yeah, just a little bit in front of that peak there. Woo! Man, this fucking slaps. I have no idea what we're going to put over this, but let's find out. Let's switch it up, and let's like maybe find some chords to chop, or we could lay some stuff down ourselves. But I kind of want to go find something a little dusty to chop. We'll see. All right. Let's see, was there any like new stuff that I just downloaded? I think I just grabbed some new stuff recently. Okay, that was from last time. Ooh. Let's chop this into slices. I think we want to subdivide a little bit more. Oh, dude, this is sounding pretty cool. Let's give it a little bit of fade in so we get rid of some of those pops. Buttery smooth. Nice. Nice. Very buttery smooth. All right. And then we'll figure out, we might even transpose this like... Oh, and I just realized our our BPM here is 149.5. That's gross. Let's change that to 150. Oops, not 250. That's crazy talk. All right, here we go. Okay. There, that's it. That's it. Oh my God. Yo, this is going to be a sick beat. I can tell. And you know, we're not doing like a ton of manipulation. We're just hanging on these little halfway notes on these slices. And I think what's kind of fun is because we pitched it down, we lowered the BPM of it. So we kind of get some interesting kind of syncopation on those notes. Let's hear that back. And I think we're going to want to compress. Let's get that first note in there. Where you at, dog? There you are. Cool. Let's compress this with an LA2A. And I'm choosing the LA2A compressor rather than the 1176 we just used on the drums. I'll tell you why. It's because this LA2A, it's a little bit of a slower, fixed kind of, you know, attack and release. But also, you probably can already tell, like, it treats the mid-range really nice, buttery, man. I really love how this thing sounds on like pianos, Rhodes, organs, just anything mid-range focus. Like this LA2A does wonderful things for it. Because, you know, the interesting thing is this is, you know, from Teletronics, the LA2A, it's modeled after, well, really, Universal Audio made this plugin, right? They modeled it after this, like, this is an actual compressor. This is like a $5,000 compressor. And it's just like, I don't know, the way that it actually works physically, you know, in the hardware, they mirrored how it works. I guess Waves also has an LA2A, but I've heard that this one from Universal Audio is a little bit more true to like how the Teletronics LA2A actually sounds and how it actually works, like functionally. But I don't know. I didn't design these things. I'm not an expert on it. Oh, this is just smooth though. think we're going to do a little bit of side chaining between maybe the kick and the snare, and we're going to chain this piano to it. Let's do that. Oops, not group, you silly guy. Duplicate. All right, and we're not going to hear this top guy. We're just going to use this guy for signal. Meaning we just want that kick and that snare, I think. Now it is like super compressed, so this isn't like the cleanest signal. We might keep it like that. Alright, and now we can go grab like a glue compressor. I like using the glue compressor for side chaining. You could do this with a normal compressor in Ableton though. And we're gonna use that top track up here. This is our sidechain signal. Okay, we're gonna turn that ratio way up. Bring the threshold back. And I want more ratio than this. So what I do when I want more ratio and I don't have any more to give it is I copy this, I slap it down right next to itself. It's like we doubled the ratio here. Let's pull that threshold back even. Oh yeah. God, doesn't that sound amazing now? Those are like really glued together, the drums and the piano. Oh man, we need like a trumpet in here or something, or like a sax, or something that's gonna be like an iconic melody, an iconic like little hook into this beat. God damn, this has me in the mood, man. This has me like whew. Let's reach for our trumpet. See, I've got a couple I haven't even listened to yet. Let's see what these are. Dude, that's very, very close to being something really cool. Close, right? Let's see if we can get this. I'm not sure. So this is an F, by the way. F major, I think. F sharp minor is what we're in. So you know what I might do? Because there's only a few notes that we would need to like chop and sort of change. Let's use our ears. Also, all of this is so loud, right? Let's just go ahead and bring it down a little bit. We don't need it to be that loud. Oops, we did screw this up. I say we like we're all making these mistakes. What happened here? Wait a minute. Let's just... Okay. And then we wanted to pitch that guy up by 2. Ooh, that lick right there. That turn feels sick, dude. But I don't know about the walk up to it. Okay, maybe. Also, you know, right now this feels really dry. I kind of want to just slap some reverb on here to help it kind of open up a little bit. There's a stock Ableton reverb that I feel like just works really well on like these trumpets and stuff. Vocal Pop Hall. It's basically... I know it says vocal in it, but it's basically just a super clean hall reverb, right? So let's go pull that out. Oh yeah, you can already tell, right? That's gonna be awesome. It's the lick, guys. It's the lick. Somebody call Adam Neely. I don't know. Okay, that's for those of you that know. You know. All right. But we might even change it. See, I'm not sure I'm sold on the lick. Okay, I guess I should explain myself for those of you guys that are like, what is the lick? It's like this like, there's this certain lick, ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da, that is quoted a lot in jazz, and it's kind of like an inside joke between jazz musicians, you know? What's up, Jukesy? How you doing, man? He says, you use BeatStars, don't you? I absolutely do, yeah. In fact, this is probably going to end up on BeatStars. Yeah. Do you use BeatStars? Are you a producer, or are you like a rapper that uses BeatStars? I'm curious. I love it, man. I've been on BeatStars for like, God, how long at this point? 4 years? Something like that, man. I absolutely love it, you know. I think it's really cool to be able to like put my music out in a way that's like useful to people, you know. Yeah, he says, that's where I found you. Oh, that's sick, man. He says, yes, producer. Ah, that's dope. Are you, so I take it you're also on BeatStars? Or are you like thinking about it, on the fence about it? Man, I think it's great. It's a great platform. Or at least, you know, I don't know. The platform itself can be a little bit janky. I'll warn you about that. But I don't know. I just think it's great that you can like put out beats and have like a storefront, you know? Yeah. It's so nice, man. I feel like it was really liberating for me when I found out that I could sell my beats, right? It's cool. But yeah, it's always good to meet a fellow BeatStars producer, man. Okay, I'm not sure I'm sold on that lick. Like, it's close. And I like how it resolves, but I feel like I'm looking for something a little bit different, you know? But yeah, I see Jukesy saying, I always use it to find collaborators in my space. Oh, that's sick, man. That's sick. Yeah, what kind of beats do you make, man? Let's see. bum, bum. And that's really where I feel like I don't want to do the lick. I don't want to do the Adam Neely lick. I want to like echo. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. We're going to try to like remove bits of this. Bum, bum, bum. Something like that. But yeah, Juicy says trap, hip hop, now mostly EDM dubstep stuff. Oh, that's sick. You're a DJ too. Oh, that's awesome, man. Oh man, I feel like I kind of envy you. DJing looks really fun. I feel like your career can have a lot of legs when you are capable of doing shows, you know? That's super fun, man. That's cool. Yeah, he says you're getting me hyped to work on my beats. That's what I'm here for, man. Definitely, man. Have you been productive today? Have you made your beats today? You got some work to do if not. No. Bum. All right, we got to hear where we're going with this. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. This might be way too high. And then it's the second note that needs to get changed here. Okay. See, I like how that resolves right there. It's just, where are we going? We can kind of take any amount of this. Nope. Sounding like dog shit. See, I don't know. I don't quite enjoy that Adam Neely lick in there. I kind of want to just remove that. But I liked the resolve to that lick. It was pretty cool. Nope. Nope. Hard no. Ooh, I've got an idea. I got an idea. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. We're going to do this like pitch bend delay kind of stuff with this saxophone. I think it's going to be cool. Yeah. I see LOL, what's up, dude? He says, how complex would you say switching from FL to Ableton would be? Now, I should give you my perspective from the get-go is I've never used FL. But, you know, like I've got a lot of friends that use FL. I watch Nick Mira make beats in FL all the time. You know, shout out to Ben Jordan as well, who's an FL guy for life, you know. But I guess what I'll say is I feel like the big difference between FL and Ableton is FL is like, and this is what I've heard from people that have switched from Ableton to FL, is that FL is like 1,000 different screens you're trying to open up and whatnot to get stuff done. Ableton, you can like drag and click anything anywhere, and it just works, you know? I think Ableton is probably one of the most intuitive DAWs to use. So I don't doubt that if you picked up Ableton that you would get it. I'm sure that there's like a few things though that you'd probably have to learn, like, you know, how to do this and how to do that. I couldn't tell you what those things would be, you know, being that I've never really used FL. But like, I'll tell you this though, it's really, really easy to pick up because I think a lot of like how its interface works is just very intuitive, and just something that I would tell anybody that's trying to pick up Ableton is there's this view down in the left-hand corner. You see this down here? You can hover over anything and it'll give you a description of what it does. You see, I hover over the info view and it tells you what the info view is, right? So I feel like this will save you a lot of time from like having to Google like the simple stuff. But you know, like I said, I enjoy it. He says, I've used it before. The UI was semi-complex. I used it to EQ my mic for Discord. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. I like it. Like, I guess this is what I mean by it's intuitive. It works how you would imagine it to. Like, let me show you. This is an Ableton drum rack, okay? So basically, I drag a bunch of one-shots into a drum rack, and they correspond to my MPC over here, right? Pretty awesome stuff, right? So what's nice about this is, as you can see, I have on the outside here all of my audio effects chain. I mono it, I cut some of the highs, I compress it, I boost some of the lows, right? That applies to everything. But let's say I wanted to EQ my snare. Let's say that I just want to apply something to this snare right here. I can drag this in between here, right? And now this applies only to the snare, right? And I guess that's what I mean by like, it's intuitive in that you can drag and drop anything anywhere and it kind of behaves how you might expect it to, right? Now, like I said though, I don't know what it's like coming from FL, so I'm not sure, man. What's up, Cole Jenkins? How's it going, dude? He says, I've used both. FL makes it complex to do the most simple things. Ableton makes it easy to do complex things. Everything is very logical and simple in Ableton and more efficient. See, that's kind of the takeaway that I think most people kind of walk away with. I will say, though, there are things that you can do in FL that I just kind of wish we had in Ableton. So, like, for example, the ability to pan individual MIDI notes, right? Like, I can put a pan automation on a clip, on a track, you know, but I can't say this note pan this way, this note pan that way, right? That's an FL thing that, you know. Also, I will say, FL Studio gives you free upgrades, right? Ableton charges you out the ass every time they drop a new version. They're like, sorry, you got to buy it, even though you've bought the past 5 versions. They give you a nice discount, though. Ableton gives you a nice discount if you're upgrading from a previous one. So, yeah. I was like, I need to find a crack, then try it out. I mean, that's illegal, sir. That's illegal. I feel you, man. Let's see. Where were we at here? We were getting places. Oh, we were gonna do a delay pitch bend thing. Check this out. Bum, 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 bum. Something like that. So let's get Ableton's stock delay out. And I loved using this thing. I love using this thing on horns. We're gonna like delay this out. I think do we want to try over here? Oh, wait, no, it's not right there. It's going to be like right over here. We're going to change the rate of delay and it's going to do this bend up. I don't know, maybe. Maybe, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. Maybe let's think simpler. Let's think simpler for a minute. Let's keep the rate of delay at 4, actually. Let's shorten what it is we are delaying. Let's delay just this note. And then we're going to change that rate of delay a little bit sooner. Yeah, right? But it sounded a little bit jank in there, right? So, yeah. Oh, I was saying, fuck that. Pitch was ear candy. I love doing this kind of thing with horns and whatnot. It sounds cool, man. You can kind of hear there's a little bit of a little bit of like a clip in there. We can fix that. I'll show you guys how I fix that. Okay, so that was kind of weird. Let's turn the feedback up. Maybe we do want that ping pong. Yeah, I like the ping pong. Also, let's delete that automation. There we go. Okay, so the note that we're trying to pitch bend is actually starting a little bit sooner. Should we just try scooting this back on that transition? I feel like we're gonna want this actually starting its delay over here, but that's gonna cause a little bit of clipping, right? Because when you chop audio mid-clip, mid-audio, it gives you that little crackle sound, right? Yeah, you guys can hear that little clicking. So the reason is that anytime that you chop audio when it's at the top of a sound wave, it's gonna give you that clicking sound. The way you can avoid that is by brute forcing the sound wave to be at the 0 point. And we do that by basically fading in like this. Buttery smooth. Oh, yeah. Sounds like the Kill Bill siren, sorta. Hell yeah. Let's, and then we're gonna get this delay off and out of the way by the time we hit over here. All right. Let's run it back. Okay, we got something pretty slick here. Let's kind of flesh it out a little bit. All right, I think I want a little bit of a vibraphone to run counterpoint on this. I made a vibraphone in here a while ago. Like a really dusty vibraphone from like 1,000 different plugins. And it's a little extreme and I gotta like turn it down by 20 decibels, but yeah, you can see all the plugins I used here. Alright. Yeah, let's run some counterpoint here. Check this out. Okay, I'm getting ideas here. I just need to run it a few times. It's gonna be something like this, but I gotta figure out the timing and what I want to fill, right? That was it. That was sick, man. Dude. Oh, man. Today we're on fire. Today we're killing it. Shit. Oh, man. I really liked the sound of that. That was good. Bro, you got the complete control keyboard? Yes, sir. I got the A61. I wish I sprung for the S61, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the key bed on this one, but you know, it's cool and it came with complete control. I've been rocking with it for a few years now. But yeah, I see LOL saying tips on basic mixing. I can't seem to learn it in any way. I've heard there isn't a specific formula like delays and other effects, but the goal is for not sounds to clash and for best to be balanced. So yeah, honestly, I'll tell you this, because I'm also a mix engineer. I mix for a lot of people, and in fact, anybody here can book me for mixing if you guys are looking for it. But basically, like, man, I got good at mixing through years and years of trial and error, basically. I think that's how most people get there, right? But I will say there's a few things that I really recommend that you do in your journey towards getting better, right? Which is, first of all, you are never too smart to look up tutorials, right? No matter where you are at in your mixing career, it's never a bad idea to see what other people's process is, right? So looking up tutorials, number one, right? Number two, getting feedback from actual mix engineers. Okay, I learned the most from just like, I don't know, I found like some engineers on Reddit and I was like shopping my beats by them all the time. And you know, and it was like they would hear things that I wouldn't be hearing, and they would be like, man, your kicks are super flat. I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, they hit like a doorknob, they're all mid-range, they're not low enough, you know, like, and it was like years and years and years of like getting feedback, right? But, you know, I guess the last point is applied practice, right? I always am telling people, knowledge that you learn is not knowledge that you possess until you have put it into practice, until you have applied it in the right way, right? So, just it's a few things to think about. It's a huge subject. People build their entire careers from mixing, and it's not something that you'll get overnight, but it is something that you're going to get immaculate at over the course of years, you know. But yeah, what about the pink noise technique? I don't know what the pink noise technique is. You'll have to explain it. Yeah. You're about to get an MK3? Oh, nice, man. Are those like nifty, is that like the Akai? No, I'm thinking of the MPK, aren't I? Let me pull something up and ask you. Does it look like this? Is it like something that has like 2 octaves and a couple of pads and whatnot? I'm just curious if that's, or if I'm like thinking of something else. This is not an MK3, by the way. This is the Tempo Key K25 from Sonido. Pretty cheap guy, but they sent it to me for free asking for a review. I was like, hell yeah, why not? I need a travel MIDI. But yeah, the newer version of your keyboard. Oh, got you. I gotta look that up. So you're talking about like a Native Instruments. It's a complete control. MK3 S49. Got you. So a little 49 key. And if it's their S series, that's their like, you know, good series, basically. That's sick, man. That's sick. That's gotta be good. I imagine it'll be good, man. Alright, let's see where we're at with this beat. Oh man, this beat is sounding cool already. We've barely really broken progress on this. Okay, and we got to think about what we want to go into in the next section. And I'm thinking already we want to maybe like set ourselves up for like an intro. I don't think I want this intro to be like super long. Maybe just like this long. We'll see. But yeah, LOL says it's basically white noise that you put on your song / playlist, and you can mix your drums volume-wise with the help of it playing. I think the volumes of your drums, etc., should be heard slightly along with the pink noise. Interesting. So I've done something in the past where like, oh, you could do this with drums. You can do this with like even like these piano chords here. I'll put some white noise in the background and I will compress them together with my drums or with my piano. So basically, when we get the attack of the piano, it kind of gels into the white noise, and the white noise kind of ducks out of the way a little bit and then comes back up as the piano dies a little bit. So in doing that, we kind of like squeeze these two noises together. I don't know. It's kind of like there's so many different ways that you can use white noise. A lot of times I'll like put like a little bit of rain in the background of my track just to kind of give the track a little bit more texture, you know? This might even be a track where we do that. We'll see, man. We'll see for sure. All right, let's see where we're at with this guy. I'm kind of thinking, oops. Let's come in on the snare here. Let's come in right on this. There we go. And I think we want to kind of layer in as much counterpoint as we can. Yeah, rain would be fitting. This is giving me like some Nas, Illmatic kind of vibes, you know? I don't know, it's just kind of like jazzy, boom bap, very low key, kind of menacing. It kind of reminds me of like Pete Rock production, you know? Let's see. Yeah, I think we want to come in with all these tiny details, like really small guys, right? Little swells here and there, little bits of just something. What do I want? I think, do we want to just like, let's thumb through some presets in the augmented mallets, and I'm thinking if we could find something kind of pretty in here, I could... So like this, with, I could crystallize it using the Sound Toys crystallizer, which is a weird granular kind of reverb thing. That's so good. What is this song, man? Oh my god, I love this. I am really having a good session today. Hell yeah. Now, was there a little bit back here we wanted to get? Maybe with that. I'm not sure. Okay. Ooh, do you see? That's cool. That's cool. I got a few ideas here. We're going to maybe keep these two notes, get rid of that guy, keep a little bit of this guy. Let's just get in with our hands, get dirty. But yeah. I see LL saying, I feel like it's a common trait for producers to listen to other people's work and then think what they themselves would have done differently. No, I got you. It says vocal sample from an old tune called Lovin' Portofino would fit perfectly chopped. Interesting. I've never heard it. I think I'm trying to kind of avoid vocal samples on this because I have no idea what kind of artists are going to be on this track. Yeah, so like this one's going to get cut out. We're going to bring the velocity of this down a little bit. Okay, and I'm kind of wondering if there's a way that we can make these a little bit more counterpoint to each other rather than landing right on top of each other, right? Okay, we're going to move these two notes back a little bit. We're going to take these guys. Here, first of all, let's shorten up this guy. And let's figure out where this needs to land. I think it's going to be somewhere like over here. Yeah, because it needs to land somewhere between this and this guy up here. Yeah, he says, yeah, that's fair too. You never know. That's why I feel like working with an artist IRL is most ideal. It is, but also, damn, I like selling beats on the internet. You know, I'll show you what I've got going on, man. And this is just for everybody watching. If you guys are curious, kind of what I do outside of YouTube, I am an instrumental artist, right? So I'm kind of also considering the song for my Spotify audience. Basically, what I've been able to do is I drop music on Spotify, and I've got, you know, a decent audience for that there. But I also, in the same breath, I turn around and I sell permissions to these beats on BeatStars. And, you know, in addition to that, I also, like, collaborate with artists, and I work with artists, and I'm also, you know, a mix engineer, so I mix for a lot of people. But I really like this because, like, man, I've got certain songs that, like, are both, like, really good in terms of, like, Spotify releases, but also sell pretty well on BeatStars. It's cool, man. It's cool. This is like kind of how I prefer to do things, because, you know, I can really focus on, like, making the type of music that I really like. And I can also, you know, reach a pretty wide audience and network pretty far out, you know, not having to rely on people being in my physical area to work with them, right? So there's kind of trade-offs to it, but I don't know. You know, I guess that makes me a beat maker. Dirty word. guy. We're kind of avoiding that rattling sound. Woo! Bedroom producer, perhaps? Not entirely, I'm assuming, but semi. You know, I guess that's accurate. I've set up this studio in my guest room. But I've managed to do this full time for 5 years now, so, you know, professional bedroom producer to you, sir. No. Honestly, I don't care too much about the titles, man. I just like making music. All right. And then from here, ooh, I've got an idea. We could swell up with like a string. I think I've got a good string swell that I want to bring. A string that I want to bring to the party. It's like, I use this guy a lot. I'm not going to lie, but it's so good. Like it really hits the spot in so many scenarios. And if we keep it really subtle, like, yeah, something like this, you know. Yeah, he says screw labels, dude. As long as you're doing what you love and making your living off of it, who cares, you know? Exactly. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny when people get all twisted about titles like, you're not a producer, you're a beat maker. And it's like, all right, cool. You know, you could call me whatever you want. I'm just having fun. I'm escaping a desk job is what I'm doing. Woo, dude, beautiful. We might scoot this a little bit. Yeah, really get that tension and release. I could come in with a little bit of a piano solo over the top of this. And I think, yeah, we are gonna like leave them on this and bridge it. So like, let's bridge this over here. Ooh. God damn. That's amazing. All right. I also kind of had some fun ideas for what we could do with this guy to add some little nuances here and there, right? I'm thinking let's pull out Echo Boy from from Sound Toys. And this is kind of cool because I'm going to do some automations on here that are going to end up with these like kind of weird little bends that only happen in the right ear or the left ear. And it's going to be kind of nuanced, kind of interesting stuff. I think I like doing this on something like this. Okay, so you can kind of hear some of that. It doesn't come through the best on this instrument, but like some subtleties. Might even just do this intentionally right over here, where you're gonna kind of hear this nuance of this thing kind of winding in your right ear. So we're going on the Pong. Bing bong. I feel like this isn't the preset I usually do it on. Where is it? It's like dual. Is it this guy? Ooh, and that kind of sounds like the wind, you know? It's kind of this interesting sort of sound. Okay, yeah, so echo 2. Yeah, echo time 2. That's what we're automating. So we are going to let's kind of just aim to do that over here. We're gonna you know what? I hate these auto arm features. I gotta unplug my complete control here. All right. And then let's press record and let's try to record some of these bends. Interesting. Okay, let's hear that back. Kind of sounds like the wind. That's kind of what we're aiming for. All right, let me plug back in my complete control here. I hate those auto arm features, man. It just kills me. Come on, dude. Where are you? Come on. Shimon. There we go. Okay. Plugged back in. Let's get back into it. All right, so now I think really the idea here is let's just start pulling out a bunch of little details, tiny details. The smaller, the better, right? I might even let's pull out like a glockenspiel. Glockenspiel is great for just counterpoint stuff. Or even like flute. I'm thinking of all sorts of things now that I got this BBC Symphony Orchestra open. Let's start though with a little bit of Glock. Here we go. I don't know what happened there. Just kind of messing with the, I don't know, just like the volume cut on this. All right. Okay, yeah, we're just like hitting them with a couple notes here and there. That's cool. All right. Let's try busting out a piano real quick. Let's see. What do I want? Maybe from Decent Sampler, the red tape piano. And we could like kind of compress it a little bit. Oh, not now, dude. Just give me my piano. Is it the... Oh, was it the reel-to-reel piano? Oh, this wasn't what I was thinking of, but this is kind of cool. What do we have back here? Because there was like a little bit that I liked of that. Like, probably not this stuff. Maybe that. I liked this. And really nothing else. I think it's... literally just this little bit. But there might be a little bit extra counterpoint that we could think of there. Ah, man. This is turning out really good. So, let's see. We come in, we got this strong like hook section that we're trying to get them back to, but we're trying to like bridge them first over here. We're gonna drop them back into these drums. Right over here. We'll probably drop them in the same way we did in that intro section. And ultimately, yeah, we're bringing them back into this. Let's hear this back. Let's think. Ooh, I got an idea. Something like this. We gotta run that back though. I wanna kind of come in with stuff like that. It's a little bit too busy. Maybe something here. There might be a way we can alter this. It's really just like, I don't know. It's like, at first it was too busy. Now it feels too sparse. Okay, so I feel like really what we're trying to fill is this section right here. We could kind of do something like we did with the trumpet with like a little bit of delay. I don't know. I've never really done delay on this flute like that. We could try something. Why not? Why not? We got nothing to lose. Got that crazy ass delay in the background. Okay. Let's bring this back. Something kind of cool like this. If I was to bend it sooner than that. It's like, I don't know, we're kind of getting experimental with our sound design here, but I want to do something like this. Okay, well, we definitely want this off by here. Maybe if we turn down the dry wet a little bit. That fits in there a little bit better. It sits a little bit better. That's cool. All right. I feel like we might need to like sweep us back into this. And this is basically going to be the end of the song here. We could start to fade after this. Slap on one of these. All right. Let's run this back. Let's really think about this one. This is an immaculate one. Probably one I'm kind of considering for Spotify. I keep a really long list of demos, and I'm always just grabbing like the best of what I got for Spotify. Okay, we need like a subtle riser here. Let's really make sure this all gets really tucked into place, right? There's like one subtle riser I'm kind of thinking of that's like, honestly, it's just some stem from something. I think I know where to find it. It's in this infinity pack. If I get this guy, like I said, some stem from something. Yeah, this guy. Ooh, that almost fits. Let's bring this into place. Really just lock it in right over here. Just about there. Okay. Yeah, super subtle. It just kind of helps with the transition. You know what we might even do? I'm kind of thinking like, all right, here's what I'm thinking. Let's extend this back over to here. But let's do this like vinyl processor on the drums for just this section. And we are going to turn that off basically right where we were dropping this in. So right over here. Yeah, like that. You see, now that feels a lot more connected. Oh, this is so good, man. Now let's bring in this guy. Of course, we're not going to keep all of them. Perfect. And that is the track, I believe, guys. Damn. That's a good one. Oh, and we did that in 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Shoo. Man, that is quite a track. Let's hear it back. Let's make sure we're happy with this, you know? Oh, man. And we might want to save it. I'll do both at the same time. Song 1023, I believe. There we go. Oh, wait. We have the vinyl on our drums. That's not supposed to be like that. And now it's stuck saving. I'm sorry, guys. I screwed up. All right. Come on, spinning beach ball of death. It sounds like we're just like inherently in the middle of like an intro section now. All right, come on. Bro, I should have checked my work before pressing save. It shouldn't take too long. Dude. Let's see, so that's supposed to be vinyl, and then it turns off. There we go. Hopefully this will save sooner than later. But yeah, we got more beats to make today. I think what I'm gonna do while that's saving and making up its mind, I'm gonna grab a little bit of coffee and then we're gonna dive into a brand new Ableton Live set. So while we're waiting for that, I'm going to play you guys. What should I play you guys? Oh, you know what? I'll play you guys my new track, Vesperia. This just came out on my Spotify. I'm TapDaddy on all platforms if you are trying to find me. Yeah, I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just going to go heat up some coffee, and then we're going to dive into some more beat making. But yeah, Vesperia. I hope you guys enjoy. All right, I'm back with hot coffee. Much better. Okay, we're gonna dive into another beat. real quick, let's fix the mistake that we had. We had a quick mistake with the automation of this vinyl processor. Okay, that should be better. All right. Let's save that, and then we'll dive into a brand new Ableton Live set. Okay, cool. It's saved. New live set. Man, that was a really good beat that we made. Shit. I don't know if I'm going to be topping that one today. Let's see. But, we're going to try. Let's just get busy with it. So, this time, let's maybe sift through some material and whatnot. Let's see. Oh, there was this one sample that I downloaded today that I think could be... I kind of had an idea for it. What was it? Maybe. I kind of had an idea to, go really, I don't know, kind of retro vibes on that. It's almost too good, though. It's, too complete, too full. Not sure if I want to do that. Let's see what else we got to work with here. I want something a little bit simpler that we can chop apart and then really fill out our own to our own heart's desire. Oh, maybe. That's cool. Oh my god, I hate how it doesn't load. Oh, this is cool. All right. TLRK keys loop electric ATL. Cool. All right. What kind of drums do we imagine for this? Maybe something kind of more on the simple, danceable side. I don't know. Could be kind of fun. Let's see what kind of drum kits we got to work with here. Those are some pretty punishing drums, right? I don't know. Maybe. Something like this, maybe? Yeah, kind of like a very danceable, sort of just straight. Alright, something like that. Simple, simple, easy. Easy, easy. Yeah. Let's and I want to cut the highs on this. Like I really love the sound of this kit when you just like cut off those highs. I use this kit a lot. I don't know. You guys have probably been seeing me use this kit a lot. All right. Yeah. We got something cool going on here. Here we go. Might even open up the tops on this guy a little bit. Yeah, that's like a world of difference. More open. Alright, let's go find that sample that we were just thinking about. I was thinking of chopping this, but I don't know. I think we should like maybe let's play with it like this. What if we pitched it up a little bit? You know, like, I don't know. Let's get some bass lines in here. Boom, 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 I don't know. We could go 808s instead of funk bass. I don't know. Let's try this first. both ways. Why not? I like this, though. This is pretty slick. Okay, like, this is a vibe, but let's pull out that Polo Boy 808. Kind of sending it into the red with this. Let's just take this all down a bit. It's all good. We can turn up our headphones. And what's cool is we can kind of trade off if we wanted to, these bass lines, right? I feel like the 808s are cooler, but nah, actually hearing it now, I'm like, nah, give me those 808s. Fix that first note. It's not supposed to be up there. Get your ass down there. Oops. Yeah, let's turn off this. We're not going to delete this guy. We're just going to set him down here at the bottom. start busting out Purity. We're probably gonna really compress this guy, I just know it. I like how this sounds through the 1176, you guys will see. Alright, we got something in there. I mean, I think I know what I want out of this, right? Oh, dude, that's such a vibe. That was really cool. Alright, we're gonna run on that for a little while. Okay, so, you know, over here we kind of biffed it. We had something really solid going. I think this take was the take. like the vibe of this. I don't know what you would call this genre. This is some disco plug. That's cool. But let's like make this more minimal, right? It's a little bit too upfront. But I like the vibe of that. Yeah, if we can make this like smaller or in the background. Here's what I'm thinking, like, let's hear how this sounds vinyled. That just kind of tamed it down just enough, right? Something cool. Alright, let's keep it moving. Hey, what's up, Mars? How you doing, man? Maybe we don't have that run to the next section, but this is pretty fun. Fun track, man. And what if we just cut it so we're only keeping the highs on that? Kind of carving out some space in the mix, right? So like you can see, like if we kept only this, really just kind of shaving it down, you know? Sounds cool. Thank you, man. I don't know what you would call this vibe. It's just like something I've been obsessed with lately. It's like this retro vibe. Very, yeah, uplifting, man. It's just there to feel good. Give you something to shake ass to, you know? Man. Let's keep throwing down layers here. Maybe we just keep digging on the purity sounds. I don't know, that's always, you know, when in doubt, pull purity out. That's what I say. Oh, man. Question is, what do we want to do here? Ooh, maybe just the first impression. And we could, flatten it through the 1176. Has that late 80s sound, like Eazy-E and on old Will Smith tracks. Yeah, no doubt, man. That is the vibe we're going for, man. I think we had something there. Alright, I think that's the ticket right here. Alright, but let's fix this. Let's dress this up. Should be something kind of like this. Keep it moving along here. Kind of curious, what do we want to do for intro? I feel like we could like intro them on these guys, kind of like this. I don't know, we'll work on that, you know? But yeah, Mars saying, have you seen the new update to Complete Control MK3? You know, we just had a homie in here talking about getting an MK3. So, have they updated it? I'm curious, man. I saw that they were like, I don't know. We had someone in here earlier talking about how they're planning on picking up the Complete Control MK3 S40 something. I think I've seen those things. Personally, I've been rocking with the A61, the Complete Control A61. But, man, those things look sleek, man. They look sleek. But yeah, is it like a software update? Are they like changing the software a bit, adding more instruments and stuff? I don't know. He says, yeah, you can now play instruments inside the keyboard from the DAW now. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, that's awesome. Damn, that's slick, dude. I think for quite a while now, Complete Control has had the capability to use instruments from other plugins, right? But it has never really integrated that well, and you couldn't use it like from your keyboard, right? You had to be like in the plugin. So if I'm understanding you correctly, that could be kind of cool if you're sifting through all your instruments on the device itself, right? That's cool, man. That's cool. so pissed that they didn't update the MK2. As a matter of fact, they've completely removed the MK2 from their site. They still have the A series. That's stupid, man. That's stupid. Oh, man. That kind of makes you nervous to buy more with them, right? Because it's like, well, you guys abandon your products, you know? I'm not gonna lie. If I had the choice to go back and trade in my Complete Control A61 for anything else, I think I would have bought something from Arturia. I feel like Arturia just has really great sounds, and what comes with their keyboards seems worth it. I don't know, man. I feel like if I had I might, you know, for my next MIDI, pick up something from Arturia. But we'll see. I don't know. I was just like such a fan of Complete Control, though. And, you know, Contact, right? That, like, I sprung when I needed a 61 key keyboard. I decided to go for the A61. He says, we paid $700 for the 49 key. That's a lot of money, and they have completely abandoned us. Oof, man. Yeah, I take it you got the S49, the fancy one. I got the cheap one, the A61, and I kind of wish I had saved and sprung for the S, because I hear that the S has like a better key bed to it. Honestly, I've come to the realization that I'm never going to be satisfied with the key bed of a MIDI controller. Just, they all are plasticky, springy kind of dog shit, right? You're never going to get a MIDI controller with like nice weighted keys. But even then, like, man, I'll tell you this little piece of shit, this little guy, this iRig keys that was $100 on sale at Guitar Center that I bought when I was 19 years old. This thing, I actually really like the keypad of this, you know? I don't know. These are small plastic keys, but just like the softness of the springs in these feel really nice. I went years on this MIDI controller, this simple ass $100 MIDI controller. Took it with me everywhere. I went to college with it. I would bring it home every single break. I don't know, spent so much time with this little thing. And I made so much music with it, man. I really got so fell in love with how these keys felt, though. I was able to riff like a madman on these keys. So, you know, when I got the A61 from Complete Control, they felt a little clunky, and I didn't like the spring action on the keys. So, you know, I was a little bit disappointed, but I realized in hindsight, no, I lucked out with this iRig. This iRig is actually a lot more brilliant than it has any business being. It's simple, it's sleek, and these keys feel way better than they should. You know? I like it, man. I like it. Yeah, he says, I had the M audio. Nice, nice. Those things look sleek. How did the keys on those feel? Gosh. Sometimes, you know, I feel like going simpler. I gotta say, I really have enjoyed this thing that Sonido sent me. I got this thing for free. They were just asking for a review. I gotta say, I like the spring action on these keys. And I wasn't sure I was gonna like the touchpad bend, but I liked those. The one thing I hate about this thing, though, is the drum pads. These drum pads are terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna sugarcoat it. These drum pads just are just not very touch sensitive. You know, you have to really slam them. You can get a lot of missed inputs on these, you know. But for the most part, this feels a lot more solid than I was anticipating. You know, it's got a lot of knobs and stuff like that. So I don't know. This is a cheap guy, by the way. He's like $100. But they sent it to me for free, just asking for a review. And I was like, hell yeah, I need a nice little travel MIDI, you know? I don't know. I think it was cool. I think it was cool that they reached out and sent that to me. I still use that thing. I cook up in my living room with that thing, basically, whenever I want a change of scenery. But yeah, he was saying same with Arturia, Microfreak, nice. Yeah, they were good. And he said, yeah, the drum pads are flat. Yeah, I feel you, man. Honestly, I think I'm spoiled by this MPC next to me. Anything from the MPC line is going to have amazing drum pads, you know? This is like probably one of the cheapest pieces in the MPC series. This is the MPC Studio. I don't even know if they make these anymore. But I bought this thing new for like $400. And it's like a full functioning MPC device. The only thing is it's not a standalone device. You have to plug it into a DAW, but I really don't mind that. I think I just thought of a cool bridge section. Yeah, let's try this. Okay, we're gonna like let them hang. And then we're gonna come in with the 4 on the floor. Oh shit, I didn't have it armed. Okay, something like that though. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Well, let me just fill out these guys. Yeah, let's quantize just these guys because I want them to be pretty steady for on the floor. We'll bring these out here. Oh, we need another one. Boom. And boom. There we go. Hell yeah. But yeah, he says if Arturia comes out with a new machine style studio controller, they'll blow Native Instruments out of the water. I feel you. God, this track is coming together nice. Alright. Also, I like the way that we introed that right over here. Let's do this over here. God, I'm in love with this vibe. I don't know what you would call it, man. I think you're right though, late 80s. Hey, Signature, what's up, man? How's your day going, dude? You caught me making another 80s banger. We might come in with like a saxophone in this section. That'd be cool. And I want to bring them back around to this. Oh, we're a little bit off there. That's okay. Right here. Okay. probably like have them really play out on this. But I want to come in with a sax layer. I think that'd be cool. Let's see, we're missing one layer here. Alright, we just need one saxophone. Thing just like, oh. This thing just like, oh man, I like this beat. It makes me very happy. All right, let's try to get a really like classic sounding saxophone. Check this out. I actually organized all my samples. This was one jumbled folder. I finally you know, separated it out a little bit. Still a jumbled mess, but like, let's hear what this guy is. Not quite. That was kind of cool. It was a lot jazzier than I was thinking, right? It was a little bit out of pitch, but we'll have to, you know, figure it out. Did you see that the new Ableton update will have a splice menu? Dude, I'm so excited for that. That's going to be so useful. I have no idea how I'm going to enjoy that workflow, because quite honestly, I kind of like... I've gotten so used to selecting samples that I think I'm going to use in advance, you know, before my studio sessions. And then it's like whatever I'm selecting from these folders that you guys see, they're kind of pre-selected. They're like stuff that I've already deemed worthy, right? So I'm not sure how to feel about it. Like, honestly, in terms of my workflow, I might continue working the way that I have, you know, pre-selecting stuff, kind of growing my collection, spending my credits. But I am excited that it's possible, because, man, that would seem amazing. I think why I haven't been using Splice while I'm live on stream, though, is because I think that they have some sort of like copyright protection where if you're live streaming, they won't let you browse through Splice live on stream. Makes sense. It's just like, I don't know, really makes a pain in the ass for me. But like I said, I've gotten so used to this other workflow, right? So I don't know what to think of it, man. Let's play around with this. But I am excited that they're adding that. That's really cool. See, that doesn't quite sound right on that walk down. This one might not even be like... I was kind of hoping for something a little bit more 80s R&B kind of saxophone. We can keep digging. Could be something like this, even though... what key signature are we in? We pitched this up by 2 keys. I'm just curious, is this major or minor? This is minor. Cool. So G minor, that could work. but we'll have to change some things. Also, this is gonna need some reverb for sure. Here we go. This is fun, dude. Yeah, I see Mars says, when I download packs, I have a sound library folder and it splits by type and by vendor. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, he says under by type. I have one-shots, loops, MIDI. Under drums, I have kick, tom, snares, etc. So I can organize by kit through all my kicks. Do you do this manually, or do you have like a system that separates it for you? He says the splice menu will be a nice addition, though. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, for me, I'm just like, I just kind of created my own folders of like, you know, I've got my piano stuff. I've got, basically, I'm just now starting to break it down into different groups. So like, I've got my sax, trumpet, trombone, flute kind of stuff. Might add a few more folders in here. I've got piano, Rhodes, keys. I need to separate out all of these. As you can see, it's getting really crowded. But point is, after I use a sample, I separate it out into the month that I used it in, and I remove it from my folder so I'm not like constantly sifting through stuff that I've used, right? So, you know, I try to keep it all fresh. But yeah, he says, yes, once you do it, it's easy to maintain. Yeah, absolutely, man. I can agree with that. Let's see if we can get some reverb on this saxophone, see if that helps gloss it up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, this guy. I don't think we've hit the sax like that we need yet. Yeah, that's not going to be really the ticket. We got to be patient here. Really dig, you know? I need something like immaculate 80s R&B saxophone is really what I'm looking for. I don't know. This could be cool. I don't know. Let's try to pitch this right. But yeah, I see Mars says I had file ID that renames. Oh, okay. So Roland Black Octopus. I got you. Then I'll put the library name, copy and mass paste. That's pretty slick, man. That you see, I feel like the smarter you can be with your systems, the faster you can ultimately create, you know? I'm not sure if this is gonna be the ticket either. It's like close, you know, to that like 80s R&B feel, but it's a little bit too all over the place. What I need is something slow and sensual and catchy. That's closer, but we're gonna keep checking on other sax licks. Yeah. I feel like I need to hear this one in context, maybe. Oops. Not duplicate. Although that's actually good because I can keep the reverb from the other guy. Let's try this. Almost. It's like so close, man. Okay. It's like, you see, I'm not sure if we're in the right pitch, really. It's like, oh man. Alright, we might have to manually chop some of this. See, I like that note. Okay. We're getting closer here. Let's chop this apart. I'm also thinking let's kind of process this a little bit differently to make it a little bit more minimal. Let's vinyl this. And I think, man, we're going to be hitting on something pretty good here. Right? Like, okay, so that right there. And I'm not sure I like the entire walk down. Here we go. Do you have a favorite library you use for your drums? Oh, dude, I have favorite drum kits that I have used one-shots from all over sorts of different places that I arrange. So, like, this kit right here is one of my favorites. And, I forget if, like, yeah, I think that these are just, like, some one-shots from, like, some Lunch 77, maybe mixed in with, like, some Splice one-shots. I'm not sure, man. Point is, I like, have, like, a ton of different sources of drums that I've collected over the years. And I just kind of organize them into drum racks, and I save them, and I pull them out whenever I need them. like that. I like that. I don't like that, and that is so obnoxiously loud. You need to calm down, sir. You need... We'll compress this a little bit, but I'm going to manually take the volume of this down a little bit. And we're also going to pitch this slightly differently. There we go. Okay, but this is all coming down, basically. Oh man, we really need to like set this saxophone on the floor though. We're gonna compress it a little bit, probably with an 1176. I think that'll be the right kind of compression that we're looking for. We're gonna do this after the vinyl, before the reverb. Let's hear this back from the beginning, man. That's beautiful. All right, let's also save this. 1024. Yeah, I love the UVI percussion instrument. Ooh, nice. Boy, it's been a while since I've used some UVI. Yeah. I like UVI as an alternative to Contact. I'm still might be on the fence about this sax, but we'll see. See, I love that note. It's just like so drawn out. Let's let's go dig in. We got like 25 minutes left of stream. Let's put it to work, okay? Let's go dig in for one more sax loop and see if we can find a better fitting sax, right? I like what we got here, but I just can't help shake the feeling that we might be able to do better. Maybe this. Yeah, the sax feels a little slow, but it goes with it. That's kind of how I feel too. Shall we try this? Maybe, but maybe something like this. We're gonna just try something here. Maybe. Ew, yeah. Woo! It's got that sass to it. We needed some sass. That's what we were missing, man. Okay, but I'm still like, what if we don't introduce it there? Let's bring it in. Okay, and we're chilling. And we're like, what comes next, man? I'm still like not sure. Maybe we do bring it in back here. Yeah, we need to bring it in here. I want a little variation on this next guy. So what if we like small variation? There we go. Yeah. Says, you know what would sound cool? Some horns doing some double rhythmic stabs in the back. Oh, I'm not messing with that, dude. We struggled for this sax. We struggled with it. I feel like the horn stack might introduce too much energy. We're gonna keep it low key here. Oh, damn. There we go. Isn't that so much better than what we had before? Oh my god, let's delete all these saxophones that we pulled out. Trying to get here. Jesus. Okay. Wow. That's a sick track, man. That is such a sick track. All right, let's bring it back to the beginning. Let's hear what we got. Save it. I think we want to keep this one. Nice color layout, by the way. Oh, thank you, man. I mean, I think it's just the default. Just the randomized colors, you know. Or, no. I changed the... I can't remember, man, honestly. I like the rainbow. Yeah, me too. Dude, this was a sick track. Oh, man, we did it. So we made 2 today. You know, that's not bad. I usually aim for 3, but, you know, I will settle for 2 really good ones, you know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I think these are definitely going to be coming out on BeatStars. If you are an artist in need of beats, definitely check out my BeatStars. I got it listed in the description. And I'm also a mix engineer. If you guys need mixing, I just got on Fiverr. You guys can book me through Fiverr now. You can reach out to me if you're trying to find that. I'm not sure if I have that in the description yet. I'm still setting it all up. But Yeah, I see Mars saying, also, when I'm pulling a track from Machine into Ableton, I follow the same color code. You see, you sound very organized, man. You sound very organized. No, but seriously, I feel like organization is like half the battle when it comes to having, a good workflow. Oh, man. Well, anyways, I will see you guys next time. I guess I should end this by saying I'm going to be live on Twitch this Sunday. Yes, tomorrow. Yes, Sunday is tomorrow. Wow. I'm going to be live on Twitch tomorrow hosting a rap cipher and a beat battle. So yeah, definitely swing through if you're interested in seeing that, It's going to be good. But anyways, I will catch you guys next time. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for chilling, Mars. Always good chatting with you. Signature, always good to see you, man. We had Lol in here. What's up, Lol? Thanks for chilling. Jukesy, thanks for chilling. Who else did we have? Swath Beats, thanks for popping in, man. Cole Jenkins, thanks for popping in. All the people, and also all the lurkers too. I appreciate all of our lurkers. You guys are what make YouTube go round. So I will see you guys next time. Peace out.